Hey folks, welcome! I'm a rough Pebble, and I am so excited to be diving into Vintage Story today. This is a really fantastic voxel survival game that has a ton of hardcore elements, kind of cozy vibes, and is just has a really wonderful modding community. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, I've been waiting very patiently for version 1.20 to come out, and then for all of the mods to be updated to it. So this is my entire mod list here. I'm going to post the full list of all of my mods that I'm using down in the description below in a Google spreadsheet. So feel free to check that out. I'll also list all the links and everything to get the mods themselves. But for this series, we're going to be playing a rather challenging playthrough. We're going to be using the Wilderness Survival playstyle as a guidepost or as a template. We're going to up the world height to 384. That seems good. For player lives, we're actually going to limit it to 10. So we only have 10 lives. No grace timer, and one moment, my cat is meowing. Okay, sorry about that. My cat has a lot to say this evening. So that seems good for the player spawn and death. We're just, actually, wait, I want to set this to an hour. So we'll have an hour to fetch our body if we do perish. For survival challenges, we're going to up the days per month to 30 from 9. We'll keep block gravity on. We will keep cave-ins on. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can hear her. she, she really needed some attention today. Okay, yeah, so we'll also set, so this is 30 days. I want prospecting pick node search radius to 4 blocks, and then micro block chiseling to most cubic blocks. And then anything else? Oh, I want creature swim speed down to 150, and that is it. So we're playing with a mod that gives us, that'll allow us to use a world map if we can craft one. So I think I'm going to put it on, but I'm not going to be able to use it until we have some tools. Okay, that's good. Anything else? Temporal stability. Here, I want to set this to temporal storms every 10 to 20 days, and we can sleep during them. So if I am able to get to a bed, the way I'm role-playing it is that a temporal storm is one that loses our sanity. If we can just sleep through it, then I feel like the effects of that storm are not impacting us. We're not having to fight our demons. For world generation, we set the world height to 384. Land cover, I think around 60. 60 is good. Land cover scale 400. People rate 40. Landform scale 300. And 8 million for the world width, 8 million for world length, and 800,000 for polar equator distance. And lastly, I like to set surface copper deposit frequency to rare rather than very rare. Okay, world created. Okay, and I'll see you in just a moment once it loads in. All right, and the world has loaded in. Oh, just one moment. Okay. All right, so the world is loaded in, and we have to select our character. So we're going to, I'm just going to do the last selection, because I think, yeah, this guy seems pretty good. Pretty good. What about, like, a green? No, the purple is too good. Purple. Yellow. Purple. Okay. And then, no, I think it should be black. Yeah, that's good. And then we're going to select our class. So here we have several options, all of which have their positive and negative traits. Some of the positive traits allow us to build specific items that we're not allowed to do if we are a different class. So, all right, handbook may be less around some of these things. But I think for today and for this series, we're going to be playing with the Rust Mage, which comes from the Rustbound Magic mod, and is really cool. I really like this. I played this game with my partner, and I played as the Rust Mage for a little bit and was having a blast, and I figured I'd bring it to y'all as well. So, we're gonna... The mage here gives us +5 cast speed, +10 walk speed, +10% or -20% hunger rate at the expense of some health points, melee damage, and looting from foraging and whatnot. I think it's gonna be okay. Let's go ahead and confirm our class here, and let's take a peek at where we are. In the distance here, I see a hut. Well, not really even in the distance, it's just right around the corner here. We've got some granite gravel over here, interesting. Hello, kitty. How are you doing, buddy? My kitty's coming to join me here. There is some mature flax. That is pretty good. Let's go ahead and grab some of this. We'll grab the granite as well. Hey, meow. Hey, buddy. Alright, so we'll grab some of this. There we go. And as you can hear, I am using the Skyrim or the Oblivion soundtrack. Hey, buddy. Alright, you can come hang out with me while I collect a few items. Oh, look, there's a ruin just in the distance and a pit down. Yana. She's got a nice house. Look at these little chicks. Okay. So, hey, buddy. Hey. Alright, well, how about here in her house, what we can do is craft a few tools. So just out here, maybe, we'll do a knife. I think we'll do a little knife here. We can also do a shovel. Oops. The world is loading in, so we're going to be a little patient with it. And we'll do an axe. So a knife, a shovel, and an axe. And now we're just going to use our other flint to whittle down the rest of these here. Yep. There we go. Did I miss one? Here. Yes. And we are now in the Stone Age. Okay. There we go. There's our knife. And... oops. I'm here petting my cat as well. So I'm trying to multitask. She's needing some attention. And yes, okay, so there we go. So we've got our 3 tool, or like the heads that we're going to attach to the sticks. So we've got the flint axe head. I think that's good. We'll do a knife. And we'll do a shovel for now. Okay, there we go. Organize these a little bit more here. Alright, and we'll grab that stick up. Okay, so that is great. We've got a start already in this world. We've got a few things. So, part of me, we gotta be careful about things like this. That can just lead into a large pit. And already some copper. Wonderful. Alright. And there was mature flax over here. I would like to plant this beech tree sapling here. And let's harvest this. What do I drop here? I need to drop maybe the birch canes for now, but we need to go get some of the, okay, and already here in the distance I see a small pond, which is exactly what we're looking for. Now there's some lingonberries and whatnot here as well, which are valuable, and we'll grab those in just a moment, but first we need some more storage space, so let's go ahead and take care of that. And the thing that we need for that is a little bit of this. I'm going to drop this. I'm going to drop this for right now, and let's go ahead and harvest some of these cattails. So these cattails give us 2 things. They give us, and there's 2 phases to harvesting. There's the reed bit, and then there's the root bit. The reed bit we can use to craft a variety of different things, and the root end we're going to use to cook up for some food. Oh, that's a crab over there. We do have to be careful of you. We'll just keep an eye. If it starts coming over here, we'll definitely get out of here. Maybe have a look around and make sure it's... Oh, there's actually a number of them here. I do need to be careful then. Crabs are dangerous. You might not think so right off the bat, but I've run into a fair number of crabs in Vintage World to know better. Alright, and then we'll go check out this ruin over here. Alright. Oh, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Are you having a hard time getting up out of there? Alright, if I can get, yeah, like 20 of these, that would be good. I think we need about 10 for a hand basket, so... And we can have 4 hand baskets. Now we can later on make a variety of different kinds of equipment that'll allow us to hold more and more. Alright, yeah, see, this is... You gotta be careful here. I don't think you're gonna come up and get me, but... Doesn't seem like they can get out of the water. Or at least they're struggling a bit. Alright, well, there's some more over here. Let's grab it. While we've got it... Again, this stuff is going to be good and help us in the long run with food. Food can be challenging to find. Not every world is the same. Some worlds have abundance. Some you spawn in not so much abundance, but I think that so far we're off to a good start here, and these cattails can get us a long, long way. Alright, well actually, you know what, let's go ahead and just get all of our 4. Since we're here and there's a bunch of reeds, I'm not going to wish I had more space later. And have to go find more of these cattails. Plus, in case we ever need food, this is gonna really hold us over quite a bit. 36, 37. Alright, and then, yeah, we'll grab these last 2, and then we're good to go. Now, we do have to be careful of landslides. Alright, good. Let's make some hand baskets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we've got space here to store stuff. I'm gonna grab this other one. We'll need more of these reeds later for other things. We can make a young hawthorn tree. Alright. Where are those things we dropped? Flowering cranberry bushes. There they are. Okay, cool. And so yeah, let's grab these lingonberries. Harvest. 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 Okay. And... Okay. Can't seem to get a cutting of you. Maybe if I were to... No, that just gives me... Okay, well, we'll just have to find those lingonberries in the wild. Can't... What in the world am I looking at here? Corroded brass pillar bust. Hey, kitty. Cracked vessel. Okay, well, I don't... I mean, I do have the space for it. What kind of tools did I get? Some knives, a shovel. Okay. That's less stuff I have to build later. Forge. And more tools. Okay. That gets us off to a pretty solid... Oh, and there's another one here, food. Well, that gets us off to a pretty good start, I'd say. Oh, we don't have room for this. Okay, let me go ahead and just use up this dagger here. This little knife that this little flint knife that we have. We'll collect a bunch of this, because we are going to need it. Matter of fact, we're going to need it sooner rather than later. We've got a very important thing to build. Got a very important thing to build here. We need a hat. There we go. That's much better. Alright. There we go. And we'll need more of this, okay, for other things later. Okay, cool. There we go. There we go. And then we can grab this book here. No, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and get out of here then. And let's look for a place to live, maybe. Let's look for a place to live. At least for now. And we can always find a different place later if we find something even more suitable. For right now, this is some strawberries in case we need food. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and eat some. This would give us experience in survival, metalworking, cooking. Alright, let's go ahead and start using some of these things. That way we can clear up a little bit of space in our inventory. There we go. Okay. There we go. Munch on the book. That's how we like to do it. And then this one too. Metalworking. And then cooking. And then, where's the other strawberry here? Alright, so that hut's here. I do think maybe we cut down a tree. Let's cut down this tree right here. Yeah. That's fine. How many sticks do we have? One? Okay, never mind. We're gonna go for something like this. Yeah, let's do this right here. This is an oak tree. Yes, that's good. Now we got a bunch of sticks coming off of this, which is great. And the best way to get sticks is to actually cut these down first. So if you just chop the tree down, you're not going to get as good as sticks. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're looking for sticks. And you don't feel like you're getting enough out of the trees. Break down the foliage a little bit. I'm not going to do it for the whole tree. We're just going to do a little bit more here. 17. We're going to need a fair number of sticks. Once we start foraging, once we start doing some pottery, we're going to need a lot of sticks. We're going to be making lots of fires. We're going to be starting lots of different projects. Alright. I think that's good. I think we did 2 different trees here a little bit. Let's chop this one down. And I've got a couple different mods here that are helping me see a variety of different things. Like, I can see how much more, how much longer it's going to take for this tree to cut down. right? Like, I know it's at 64%. Good to know. I mean, it's just quality of life. Some people think it's cheating. I don't think it's cheating. It's just... It's not really impacting much of anything other than giving me a little bit more information. Alright, so we're going to chop down this tree. It'll all come down here. We'll get a fair amount of wood out of it. We'll have to make a little bit of space in our inventory here, but I think we've got... We'll eat some of these strawberries, maybe. Alright. Okay, no, we don't need the oak leaves. No, we don't need the oak leaves. Yeah, I'd like the wood instead. And then drop this. And then... Yeah, no, this is fine. Alright, we'll just leave a little bit of it behind. Alright, that's a fair amount of wood. It is getting kind of late. Let's take a look around for a place to settle down, for at least for the evening. Doesn't have to be long term. I don't hate this. What's this? What do we have over here? These are kind of interesting places. Yes, the landslides coming down. Yeah, that's a little dangerous. Dangerous to climb hills like this. A meteor? Is it a sign? Can't seem to get up here. It's too steep. Okay. Low fertility. Alright, I kind of like this. There's a fair amount of space up here. Water down below us. Maybe one day we can bring some water up here. At least for now. We can hang out here. Is that clay? No, that's heather or something down there. Yeah. You know what? I think this is good. I am curious where the... This low fertility. Let's see. We don't have any clay. We don't need clay. I mean, we'll need clay, certainly. I'm going to whittle into this hillside a little bit. Which means I'm going to be bringing down a lot of this hill. Just because I'm curious where the rock, if there is a rock wall over here. Okay, there is some rock here. Yeah, no, this is good. Yeah, this is good. I'm happy about this. We can make this work. As long as we don't get crushed by an avalanche here. It is spinning in the wrong direction. How dare it? Right when I find the place that I want to settle down, it says. Okay, this is a very confusing. Oh boy. Okay, well, then it'll just have to suffice for the evening. Boy, when you see the gears start turning the wrong way, that's just a real shame. But again, for the evening, it will be fine. Let's go ahead and make a small fire here. Yes. Okay. This is all fine. Okay. Can I put sticks here? No. I can't carry sticks in my offhand. Unfortunately. Alright. Let's make a fire here. Yeah, put all of it there. Do we have a way to light a fire? No. There we go. How about one of these? Alright. What else do we need? We need to chop down some more of this. Yes, okay, good. So the next thing we want is some protection. We'll make the simplest thing we know how to make. And that is... See, we're losing sanity. We're already at 95%. We definitely don't want to be in a place... We don't want to make a shelter in a place like this. This is quite unfortunate. There we go. Toss in the dagger. Improvised body armor. Okay. There we go. Grab up more of this. What else can I make out of firewood? Is there anything else? Anything else I can make out of these things here? Nothing that would consolidate, nothing that would expand my inventory. I would need clay to maybe, but even that I only have one of these blocks. So. Okay, one thing we can do is start working on where's my dagger? Here. Some food. Yeah. And then, yeah, just put most of it in here. How much more firewood is out here? Okay. Let me take a look at the log. It says 11 days until the first temporal storm. Our current rift activity up here says it's calm. Let me go ahead and discard all the tips here. Let's take a look at, we've got our survival, or our skills here. We can look at long life, increase your health by 5%, additional 1% for each level at the survival skill. That seems nice. Huge stomach, increase your maximum saturation. Well rested. Gain experience. Can't really make use of that right now. Increases max thirst capacity. Equidity provides a cooling multiplier. Let's do long life and well rested. There we go. I think that's fine. And those animals certainly are something. It might be nice to have a spear. I just don't really have the space for it. We'll have to defend ourselves with our axe if anything does try to come attack us, but really, that's not very much. Okay. We've got some food here. There we go. Eat some of this. And there's not much more to do this evening. We should make a torch. That's something that we can put into our offhand. And what else can I make out of dry grass? Dry grass. Eaten by ingredients 4. We've got the fire starter. Ah, yes, well, but that would still take up space. Cob. Nest box. A dog toy. A scarecrow. Okay. Well. What else could I burn? Oh, yeah, no, this is all. I'm gonna hold on to these oak logs. They're gonna be useful at some point. We just need to make it through this night. Let's drop this, put this into here. Oh. Would you stop? Would you stop trying to scare me? Suppose we could just try to get... really want more collapses, but we could just get rid of this shovel. Getting low fertility, we could use it for other things, for building. I mean, I have space for it, so yeah. Okay. Thought I heard something. I'm certainly hearing that one thing. Alright, there we go. Okay, we don't need more of this. Yes, I would rather pick that up. And... alright, we've almost run out of... and then our axe... yeah. What if I... oh, because I didn't really... I mean, that's pretty much gone, right? Yeah. we can just keep this fire burning for a while. Okay. Put that there. No, give me this. Okay, and then give me these. Did you hear that? I'm not sure. What is making that noise necessarily? I've got to assume. Alright, let's get over here where we can be a little bit more sane in case we're just losing our minds and hearing elephants way up here. Yes. Alright, we're stabilizing up here. Yeah. Alright. We'll need to go get some water. I don't know. It would be good to get a good vantage point up here. One thing we could do is try to make a bed. So let's collect a bunch of this. Oh, we can just hold on to this. Oh, there's some more wood over here. We don't need this. Yeah, carry the wood. I would much rather have the firewood, and we can stop this. I don't like the idea of coming up against elephants. And they must be around here somewhere. Or a rhino or something? I don't know what else could be making that noise. Okay, good. Let's do one more. I think 40 seems about right. And then we can just do that. Get us a bed. So we could sleep. Do I need the low fertility? It's not, right? I'd rather actually have these. We can always get low fertility. We just like causing landslides. Alright. Okay, we didn't have a knife replacement. We do have a hand axe. There's something making his way up here. We need a knife. I also need a spear, obviously, from the sound of things. Alright, we can start. We're able to start making out small bits of landscape. I think the sun will be coming up soon. Let's combine these two things here to make a knife. Yeah, the sun's about to be coming out. So, I don't have a map, but I do have the ability to make a map. So that would be good. Also, we could use a compass. Primitive compass. But until then, we're going to have to use the rising and setting of the sun and moon here, I think. At least the sun. I don't think there's going to be much higher that I make it up here. Oh, no. No. Oh boy, we don't want to die. That'd be terrible. But I also do want a good vantage point. There we go. Maybe I ought to back up here. Alright. Let me chop my way out of this so I can see anything. Alright, so there's that little hut that we started by. What do we have on this side? You gotta do a little mini game here to even see anything. Let's clear out all of these guys. Where are the elephants? That's the other thing I want to find. There we go. Alright. And then over on this side. Okay. So we've got a couple tall mountains around here. I want to put this away. Just do that, toss this. Okay, well. Do you want to clear this out a little bit? Just so I can take a good clear look over on this side. Alright. Look at all the sticks. Wonderful. Okay, so I think I want to head in this direction. There might be some cool stuff over here. Kind of like in this forested area. Maybe we'll find a good place to settle down here. Alright. Let's make our way down. Carefully. Yep. Carefully. Carefully, we get the heck out of here. Oh my goodness. Can I just not die on my way down this hill? Alright, let's just get away from this hill. Oh my goodness. I think... So first, I didn't even find where the elephants were. And that's fine. We're heading out of here. I do, what I would like... Let's collect one more of these at least. We're gonna need some berries here in just a moment also. Drop... Oh boy, and there's crabs here, huh? Okay. Drop this. Let's go get some... Okay, I need to drink water. First and foremost. There we go. Water. And now we need food ASAP. I need a berry. Please? Yes, this will do. Eat. Alright, that's something. Now I need more berries. I'm so hungry. Please, berries. Anywhere. Any kind of berries will do. Got a second, but I don't feel like this is berry country. No, this is definitely not berry country. It's flax. I would love to get the flax, but right now I'm more concerned about any food in berry form. This will do. This is not berry form, but we got two of them. All right, there we go. Okay, that's start. That's a start to feeling better. I do still need any kind of berries or food, but starting to feel a bit better about survival. For a second there, I was not sure. After coming off that hill, and there was a hit right there that I just barely avoided running into. Can we find some berries in here? You gotta avoid any, like, caverns or things of that nature. Now, I should have made... Okay, so we do... One. Oh, that's the wrong thing here. I need to get rid of... Yes, okay, more wood. 1, 2... 3, 4, okay. Then we do this. Then we do this. Yes. And we have a way to heal ourselves just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yes, there's this. I think that's... Well, we were in one of these locations. Maybe this one here. I think we wanted to, go through this forest here, see what we can find. That seems kind of cool. What is this little hill? Look at the little arch. Isn't that interesting? A little small. But it could be valuable. It could be a good safe place for us. The thing's not spinning in the wrong direction, so that's a good start. Do all our perfunctory things. Flowering, 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 empty. Alright, well, first things first. Let's go find some food. Alright. We'll go this way. But I think maybe there would be more berries over in this field. I think this seems more interesting to me. Don't fall on me now. Raspberries, yes. Okay. Let's drop this wood here. And flax seeds, cattails. I'm gonna drop those for now. And I'm gonna grab a clipping from you. Let's eat some berries as we travel. Certainly an interesting hill. I don't think I can climb it nor settle it. I do like the little waterfall, though. We're getting chilly. We're gonna need a fire here pretty shortly. Alright. We can get a fire going here. Can we get up here, maybe? We have up here. Look, low fertility. Okay, so this is just more hill up here. It's not spinning the wrong direction. If we had some water up here, that would be cool. Low fertility. I mean, this could be interesting. This could certainly be interesting. Alright, this could be my way up and down the river. And then maybe we just start building something here. Okay. I'm going to put just build a small, very rummy shelter here. Yeah. Let me go ahead and cut down all of this here. Don't want to start a fire up here that we can't control. cut down all of this. Okay. Let's get this going here. There. We can always change our minds too if we don't like it up here. But for now, this seems like it could be good. It's definitely chilly. But we like a good chill. Okay. Let me go ahead and use one more of these. There we go. And here, I'd like to toss all the firewood on. We need to create some more food. Let's just do 20 here. Okay. So... plenty of water around here. I think the way down is here. What do we have? Granite? Okay. So we'll collect some granite. I'm gonna try to get some more reeds, maybe. Yeah, there seems to be some more of them down here. Low fertility. Okay, and there is a raspberry bush here. Wonderful. And I'm going to take a clipping. Okay, good. And with that... oh, get out of the way. Grab a clipping. Grab a clipping. I am going to end the episode here. For the next 2 or 3 minutes, I'm just going to collect some of these and bring them back up to the shelter and make a little basket. So if you want to stick around for that, feel free. Otherwise, I'm going to end here and we'll catch up in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take care.